I don't know what this live stream is going to be looking like, but nevertheless, that's how I want it to be. And secondly, the fact that I'm figuring YouTube out is amazing. So name again, MOQ. So today I'm going to be telling a story about how I relocated to Lagos and every other thing that has to do with my stay in Lagos. So if you are just joining, you're welcome in. Please don't forget to drop a chat to say hello, okay? But first things first, I have a couple of videos I did, so let me just post it on YouTube. Let me just post it. I've always gotten a habit of posting before I go live. Both on TikTok and on YouTube, I've made it a habit. So basically this video, I know I'm live, but there's nobody watching. So this video is mostly for people that will watch later on, because I have a couple of people that watch my live stream later on. So I've decided that whether or not I have people watching me at the moment, I'm still going to make my video. I'm still going to stream like there are people watching me until I start having actual audience. So just in case you watched it later, I always go live by 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Yeah, for YouTube. But on TikTok, I go live by 10 a.m. And on TikTok, what I do is to help brands that want to advertise their page, their businesses, and all of that. They come and meet me on live streams. I help them advertise their businesses, and so many other people tend to give them a follow from my live stream. And if you also, you want to grow your page on TikTok, I also help them to do that. So first things first, let me line my lips. Today our topic, what we are working on today's live stream, is going to be my stay in Lagos, how I relocated to Lagos, everything that led to me coming to Lagos, right? So let me line my lips first. And I'll also be collaborating with some brands to do this thing. To do promo for you guys on my live stream. So if you know you want to promote your brand, reach out to me, so I'll help you to promote it on TikTok and here if you wish, because here I will just post the video and people will go and watch it later. So YouTube, I do it on my live streams. I always have daily, I have more than 300, 400, depending on the day, people watching me, and gradually we're going to be getting to 1,000, right? Yeah, so that's basically it. So I'm lining my lips so that so I'll look pretty. So if I'm saying my life story, I won't be looking funny. Yeah, so today what I came here to talk about is to introduce myself to you guys properly. My name is Blackgirlgemma. I used to be a it's not that I used to be. I started off this YouTube page creating comedy videos with my friends like Hilarious, Anik, and the rest of them. If you go down my shorts, you will see My shorts is basically what moved me to getting over 200,000 followers, in as much as for over 2 years I stopped posting on YouTube because a lot of things happened. So I stopped posting and I relocated to Lagos, and I've been very lazy to start up because to me it was as if it's a new beginning. How am I going to begin? What am I going to do? What will I be doing on YouTube? Forgetting that I already have something that God has given to me, which is streaming. Before, I used to be very shy to tell people that I'm a streamer. I used to be very shy. I used to pray to God, God, I want to be an influencer. God, make me an influencer. I want to be an influencer. I want to be good with this. I want to be good with that. I used to be very shy. I said, God, please, brands are not reaching out to me. But mind you, my live stream is doing very well. But because there was this way people were making it look like people that stream on TikTok is as if they are beggars or something like that. Or they tap around and the rest of it. So, but now everybody, including actors, actresses, everybody's streaming. Nobody is embarrassed anymore. And if I had continued the way God gave it to me by that time, right now I would be so big. But nevertheless, I don't regret it because I was able to pick back up. So how did I start streaming in general? I started streaming 2021 December slash 2022. So that's when I started streaming generally, and that was in my 200 level in school. So how did I start streaming generally? So I told God, I was like, I made a prayer. Actually, Diane Energy is somebody I really admire when it comes to the influencer space. So I was always watching her since 27, like since she was 17. I've been watching her. Sorry. So yeah. So when I'm praying, I say, God, I want to be like this girl. I like her vibe. I like her everything. But you know that God also has a path for me. I don't need to be Diana. I need to be Blackgirlgemma. I need to be myself. So 2021, I prayed to God because as at that time, I don't know what made me to say that prayer, but I was like, God, please, I want to be earning in dollars. And at that moment, I didn't even know, like, I didn't know what made me to say that prayer. Do you understand? I didn't know what made me to say that prayer. I just told God that I want to be earning in dollars. I don't know how it's going to happen. That was just my prayer request. And it was crossover night, 2021. We were crossing over to 2022. I made the prayer. I said, God, that's what I want to be. I don't know how you're going to do it, but I know that you're going to do it. Doris, hello, how you doing? So actually, you can go and watch the live stream after this live stream, but I'm telling the story of how I started streaming and yeah, up to date, and how I'm going to continue streaming on YouTube. Am I your first viewer? No, you're not my first viewer, but some come in and they leave. But me, I decided to just keep going, keep streaming. Like once I'm live, whether I have a viewer or not, because I love the fact that YouTube is able to save the video and people can watch it later. So that maybe people will not want to come in, because I'm a streamer on TikTok. I know how it works perfectly well. 100%. The only thing that can push you is consistency. If you say you go live, you don't see people there, so you go off. No, it doesn't work. So me, I'm already used to that distance. So whether I see somebody and I'm so happy, it, unlike TikTok doesn't save the videos now. TikTok doesn't, like after streaming, you can save it by yourself. Do you understand me? But YouTube, you just post it everything for 1 hour to go. So yeah, and I love it that much, so that if people want to watch the video, maybe they didn't meet me on my live streams, I've already introduced myself. I'm Blackgirlgemma, but my real name is Juliet Ozo, and I'm a streamer. I stream on TikTok, and I'm planning to stream on YouTube and Twitch. And I'm praying to God that I become one of the biggest streamers in the words, so that I'll be able to come back to this video and compare it to my future self. And also, what do I plan on doing on streaming? For now, I plan on helping brands, businesses that want to. I've already started it on TikTok for free. If you have a business and you want to advertise it, I have a very nice physique and my complexion is very great. So businesses, dresses, clothes, whatever it is you're dealing, beauty products, any business you have at all, that you want to advertise, all you have to do is send me your PR package. I talk about it on my live stream, and people can get to watch the live stream later, even if they didn't meet it. Then the people on the live stream can reach out to those business people that they want to buy the products from. So yeah, that's what my live stream is going to be all about. And sometimes I will show you guys, basically living with Gemma. Sometimes I will show you guys, maybe if I'm cooking, installing my hair, making up, clacking. Whatever I'm doing, yeah, basically I'm going to be showing you guys. So YouTube is the app that will see me for who I am. On TikTok they are seeing me for who I am, but I barely stand up. I don't move around when I'm streaming on TikTok. But YouTube, some days we're going to be cooking, so I'll have to go to the kitchen. Some days I might be with my friends, we are in the house gisting, all of that. You guys will just be watching us and the rest of it. So YouTube is going to be like my safe place. TikTok used to be my safe place, but I'm bringing the energy to YouTube, and I pray that God is going to make it to work for us, and you guys are going to love me as much as those on TikTok love me. And please do well to follow all my social media handles, from YouTube to TikTok to Instagram to Twitch to any social media handle, any social media, Facebook. The name is still Blackgirlgemma, and if you see the authentic ones, it has a lot of followers. On Instagram I have 80,000 plus followers. Blackgirlgemma is the name. On TikTok I have 1.2 million, that's 1.2 million followers on TikTok, same name, Blackgirlgemma. Here on YouTube I have 1,800, 900 and something subscribers, 100 and something k subscribers. 100 and something k subscribers, yeah, here on TikTok and on YouTube, and I'm verified as well. So yeah, this is the real drama. So anyways, back to what I was saying. So when I telling the story of how I started streaming generally, so after making the prayer on NSPPD crossover night, I made the prayer. I was like, God, I want to be earning in dollars. I want to be earning in dollars. I don't want naira. Mind you, I've not started making money. She kobo no got me as at that moment. Like one kobo I no get at all, at all. It wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy one. So I prayed to God, and 2022, all of a sudden I went live on TikTok. I don't know what put me to go live on TikTok, because on TikTok I've been creating content, to doing video back to back, doing video. But guess what? Otuabulej. I didn't see any results, so I was like, okay, why don't we just go over to, I don't know why my chest is doing as if it's hurting me, so let me just take Holy Communion a bit. Makes me feel better. It's as if I'm having anxiety. Like, it's as if I'm too happy. Like, my chest wants to explode, and I don't know what I'm happy about, but my heart is just doing boom, 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 and I don't like it. So that's why I took that. Oh, this is the feeling. Might be the feeling as well. Maybe it's almost that time of the month, but that's by the way. Let me take a deep breath and take it easy with talking. Before I say anything, yes, I'm resuming gym tomorrow, so you guys are also going to be seeing weekly vlogs from me, nevertheless. So during that period, and I finished praying, and I went live on the next year. I don't know, I can't remember the particular day I went live, and I went live. I was not there on TikTok, and I went live. Somebody just entered my live stream and gifted me a rose. I do see those gifts on other like on other people's page, but I didn't know that it was, monetized. So I see people streaming and all of that. I was like, what's this rose? This was like an animation gift, so I didn't put interest in it. So after the live stream, I went again. I went like for 3 days, 3 different days. Then I now realized that that's okay. Let me go to my TikTok. Let me explore the settings. Mind you, nobody told me anything. And I said, let me go to my TikTok. Let me explore the settings. Let me know what's going on here. As I went and I saw balance. I said, balance of what? What does balance have to do with a social media account? And I saw 0.6 something dollar. I say, me? And I tapped on it to say, withdrawal, the kiniko is $1. I said, how did I get to this thing? And I saw it's live rewards. I say, be like saying that rose with that man give me that time. I said, okay, let me go live again. And I went live the second time. And that person came in, gave me rose. I stayed for a while. I ended the live. And I saw 0 points. I say, God has finally answered my prayer. Mind you, it was not that easy to start earning in dollars. It was not easy. It was, you would see 0 point, 0 point, 0 point. But God, what got me there was the consistency. I kept being consistent. I kept going live. I kept going live. I kept going. To take you months. If you don't have consistency and if it's not something you love, you go quick tire. So I got consistent. I got consistent. I started streaming back to back to back to back to back. From there, I started earning in hundreds of dollars. From there, I started earning in thousands. And I can tell you that was how my life changed. I was in 200 level. At 200 level like this, I was not really going for classes that much. I'm actually a very brilliant girl. I went to FGC on half year. I went to ABSU. So if you ask of Juliet or Blackgirlgemma, anyone, I will tell you I'm a very brilliant guy, smart guy. I know book wise, everywhere wise. So, and apart from love wise, I did mumu if I did in love boy. It's alright, it's okay. God forgive me. And God is teaching me things. So, when I started streaming, I was no longer going to classes. I was streaming in my lodge. That time I stayed in Quincy Lodge. So I was streaming. I was making noise. I wasn't even streaming in a demure way. Like, hey, I was so local because to me I felt that if I keep shouting, if I'm shouting, they will be gifting me more. I'll be making more money. That time, my lodge is like three story building. If you are at the gates, like the gate is far. The gate is at the like at the roadside. If you're at the gate, you'll be hearing my voice where I'm shouting, guys, keep tapping, everybody double tap on your screen, everybody share, everybody. Hey, like every day I was losing my voice, every single day. I continued that way. Guys, everybody, let's go. If I stream finish like this, I will not be talking, hey, please, can you help me with this? Please, can you? Oh my God. It wasn't easy then. My roommate was asking me, what are you doing? Me, that time, I reached out to my roommate. I told her, this thing I'm doing is good. Start streaming. I didn't want to tell her because I'm not the type of person that will tell you, okay, this is how much I'm making. Because if you use that mindset, just like I'm trading right now, I don't tell people this is how much I make in trading, this is how much I make in trading. Because if you start telling them I make $2,000, it's not like I don't show it. Sometimes I do. But if it's what you're using to tell the person to start that thing, you will end up leading the person, I will not say astray, but you will give the person a mindset of being made. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense. So I had to tell my roommate, see, this thing is good, to be giving you small change, 10K, 50K, but it's a lie. It was a very fat lie. I mean, compared to the money I told her, try to be giving you 10K, 15K, 20K, just to start managing yourself. Because I wanted her to work for it. Let her be consistent. Let her have passion for it. Do you understand me? Let her not just, because it will frustrate you. At some point, it will get tough. And it will not make you to be giving up when it's tough, right? So when I told her, see, try and be doing this thing. It's to be good for you. You will like it. So, and I told her that to be giving her 15K, 20K thereabouts as long as she's interested. So she went live the first day, went live the second day. She didn't see money, so she gave up. I was like, let me continue my thing. I was going like back to back, back to back, back to back. That time I was getting $100, $100, $200. In 1 week like this, one special week, I can't remember the particular week. And when I finished praying, I got a word from Pastor Jerry. He said, because I was using people like Papaya X, Diana Energy to do my prayer request. Blackgirlgemma, that time she was one of the biggest streamers on TikTok. Papaya was an influencer, so I was telling God, make me an influencer. He is an influencer. I was telling God, but now she's a movie director. I was telling God, please use these people. Let me be like, I want to be like them. I want to be like them. And in prayer, God said, I will make you bigger than those people that you're using as a prayer, people that I'm using for the prayers. It's not like I'm saying I'll be bigger than papaya or anything. I'm saying this is what I heard from God. Do you understand? Not I beg you. I love papaya. I love Adai. I love Diane and they die. I'm not saying I'm going to be bigger than them. I'm just saying I had a word from Pastor. That was how he said it. It means there are so many big people in this world now. I'm not comparing anybody to anybody. So meaning that he's going to make me as big as I want to be, even bigger than I imagine. That's simply what it means. So when I finished hearing that word, it was like a week later that I now made $3,000 in a week. Guys, my head won't blew. That week I was shaking. Like in my head I was like, Nami be this. That time dollar was like 1,000 per dollar. Abi 700 per dollar. I think it's around 700 per dollar. So that $3,000 was like 2.1 million. That was my first million. That was my first million. Like me being a millionaire was 2.1 million. Hey! I was now wondering, how am I going to, because that time we were using PayPal to collect the money. So I was like, what am I going to reach out to now that will believe me? Well, I met one of my friends that he's always posting all these PayPal stuff and the rest. I told him help me and do it. I sent the money to him, but the money hung, blah, 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 blah. Long story cut short, I got back the money. And I reached out to one guy that they introduced me to. The guy and I exchanged the money for me. I was looking at 2.1 million in my account like this. As a 200 level student of Harvard State University, that was a lot as of that time. 2022. Like, no be saying a man give me, or no, I made the money myself. Guys, my eye tear 2 seconds. Every day, back to back. My lot of people will be saying, what's going on, what's going on? I don't care. I was dashing my security people with small change. So they cannot even come and meet me and say, hey, you're making noise in the lodge, that kind of thing. But gradually I started reducing my voice. You see, now I talk very okay because I know that you guys can hear me whether I'm shouting or not. And on TikTok too, I do the same. You know, those are my early beginnings. That's what I came here to tell you people about. So when I made that money, I called my mom because African mothers, they'll be shocked, they'll be amazed. So I called her. I told her, mommy, how much is your rent? That time our house rent was 200 and something. I asked her for her house rent. I asked her for her shop rent. She told me altogether it was around 400 and something. I told her, send me your account. Let me send you your house rent. Ha! My mommy called me ASAP. Like I sent it to her on text message on WhatsApp. My mommy called me ASAP. It said, Julie, where did you get money? Because we are from Mohafia. So she now asked me in my language, Julie, Debi Jegowisa. Julie Debi Yaka. Julie Debi, you know, African mother. She became paranoid because that girl she they give 20k 30k ma use go school as pocket money. All of a sudden that same girl is not calling. Now me they call her, mommy please 10k 20k, or I'll reach out to my uncle. I'll get me my uncle and call him money. She asked me, where did I get money? I told her, my uncle is late though. May so rest in peace. He died last year and I miss him a lot. Why I miss him actually is because for like few months, like for a year plus, he was always begging I and my sister to come and see him. He was saying that we should come and visit. He was even bribing us that period. But you know, we're carried away with making money. We're like, how much is he going to give us when we get there and all of that. We really wanted to see him, but we're like, when we go back for Christmas, we'll see him. And Uyo was, you know, these road trips and all of that. So Uyo was kind of very, very dangerous for us to go. And we didn't know how to explain it to him, because if we're explaining to him, he doesn't understand. So he was getting kind of also, he was not understanding and all of that. And don't be say we're too soft like that. So we're just, at that moment I didn't even have, like last year a lot went on with me. So while he was asking us to come and see him, I didn't even have money that much, so I couldn't go. But that's by the way. So may he still rest in peace. So my mom now asked me, where did I get money from? What did I use money to do? And I told her that I started one work like that too. That when I come back home, I will explain to her. Mommy told me, I hope it's not something illegal. I said, mommy, don't worry, don't you trust your daughter? She said, Julie, tell me. I said, it's social media, it's social media, it's social media. TikTok. She said, where? How? I told her it's video that I used to make. They will pay me. She told me, where? How? I told her, don't worry, I'll show her proof that it's social media. I had to screenshot my TikTok and show her before her mind now calmed down. And I sent her the money. And I continued working. So I was not really going to school, lectures that much. My roommates would go and write attendance for me and all of that. So that's by the way. So then it was a great one. It won't test you. Was the water finished? Okay, it has not finished. Let me drink water first. So um when she finished, Abby, when I finished sending her the money, I continued and all of that. So going down to 2023, I went to stay with my sister in Abuja. I was still streaming and all of that. Gradually, that's how I became a streamer. From there, from staying with my sister and all of that, streaming and all of that, then one day streaming stopped. Okay, they banned. Okay, my main TikTok account entered warning. That's the beginning of this other story. My main TikTok account entered warning, so I was now very scared. I was like, I can't keep streaming with this account. Let it come out of warning. Because of some posts that I made there and all of that, I didn't know it was against the community guidelines. Like sometimes TikTok will tell you it's against the community guidelines, but they will not check the videos very well. They'll tell you blah 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 blah. So I allowed the account to rest. I opened a new one. I started streaming that one back to back to back to back to back. Literally, God just gave me that one to use and survive till my main account leave warning. So, sorry. So when my main account left warning, I now decided to use that main account and be creating content. But that was not my path. Just normal content creating it was not my path. I needed to be a streamer. I think that is what God wanted for me. That is how God wants to make me the influencer that I am going to be. Maybe at some point I will stop streaming, but I know that my influencing is going to start off from live streaming, which is the one I'm doing now, helping brands, go live with their products, show people and all of that. So that time when I started streaming 2023, September 2023, I lost the account. My head won't blow. That was after I came back from my friend's wedding, Godita. They banned the account. And funny enough, I didn't even reach out to anybody to get it back. And that was so stupid of me. I started crying all over again. I didn't know what to do. I shut down for like a month. I was too lazy to continue. And mind you, because I stopped streaming on my main page, the engagement was now low. The engagement was not, if it's not, because I started doing comedy with my friends, right? So that was when I built this YouTube account to 200 and something K. So I was not making videos with my friend. Instead of going live and making the videos, I focused on making videos. But I was not seeing the money I was seeing before. That was when I now calmed down and asked myself, Gemma, are you a comedian? I told myself, no, I'm not a comedian. I can be funny sometimes, but I'm not a comedian. I said, okay, no be your talent, Abby. I said, yes. I said, then why are you forcing yourself to be into comedy? What do you know how to do very well? I said, I know how to talk. I might not be very, I might not be very expressive real life. Though when I was small, I was very when I was small, I did do all these science. If you went to Living Word Academy, there's some science this thing we do. We'll bring out board, be teaching you what the lungs do, the liver, the respiratory organ, blah 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 blah. I was also the lead choir. What did they call them? The solo, like the main choir, kiniko, when they are doing graduation. That choir, the is it soloist? No, but yeah, people will know what I'm talking about. So I was very expressive when I was small. It was 2024 after I moved to Lagos that my social life shrunk, and that was because I don't know, I got into a relationship and a lot happened, and the person I was in a relationship with was the kind of person that he's not that really into social media. Like they do social media, but he doesn't post on his public platform. So at some point I was always with him, so it was as if it shrank my social life. I could barely go out. If my friends are asking me to go out, like, I became very comfortable staying indoors. If my friends ask me let's go out, I'll be like, no, I'm fine. If my friends say let's do this, I'll be like, no, I'm fine. Like, like, I can count how many times I went out 2024. I was only going for maybe my friend's birthday, his birthday. I think that's the only thing we went for. That's the only celebration. And on 14th February, that's the only celebration or party that we went for. I became an introvert automatically, but now I'm coming out a little. I'm coming out again, little by little, gradually coming out of my shell, and that's why I'm making this intro video. So, when I now continue streaming 2023, I started streaming again. I started streaming again 2024. Then, all of a sudden, I was at home, and then I told my sister that I want to move to Lagos. I've come to Lagos once, twice. And since I was small, I've always told my mom and my sister, I want to live in Lagos. I don't know what's there, but when we go back to the village, there's a way they treat. That's how the mindset. That's how I incubated the mindset of wanting to stay in Lagos. When I was small, my uncles that do come back from Lagos, the way they used to treat them in the village, then we that are coming back from Aba, this is treat us like, it's not that they don't treat us nice, eh? You get level. We that were coming back from Aba, city people, they will welcome more. But you see, when they come back from Lagos, they treat them with respect. Like, people will come and be peeping. Who are these people? They came back from Lagos, so that kind of thing. So I told my mom that, I will live in Lagos, so I don't know how God is going to do it for me. I want to live in Lagos. So right from when I was small, I have been saying that I want to live in Lagos, I want to live in Lagos, I want to live in Lagos. So boiling down to 2024, I reached out to my sister. I told my sister, I want to go to Lagos. My sister look at me. She shall not get the last card. Okay, before then I learned crypto trading for Ahmed. I said, okay, let me move into crypto. Crypto nearly take my life fast. I just lose $100 finish JJ, because I had a friend then that gave me $100. I said, I lose the first 100, I lose the second one. I said, I beg, make I just relax, because at that time I thought it was quick money. ASAP, the money will start to the show. So I lost it. I had only $200 left with me. So I now say, okay, let me go to Lagos. I exchanged the $200. After booking my flights and everything, I have 200k left in my account. And the friend I went to stay with, I had an issue. We started off on a wrong foot, like on a good foot, but at some points, like after a few days, we had one serious argument that made me side for my then best friend, but now we're no longer best friends. We're just there. So that made me, I had issues with her and all of that, because we were planning that we'll be coming to Lagos and we'll be staying at her place. So I told her some hurtful things. So that December 2023, I reached out to her and I told her that I'm sorry for all of that, and I didn't mean to, because I realized myself and I was like, I can't keep going this, and I realized that issue I had with her was not even necessary and all of that, and I stopped, being with my best friend then. So a lot. So I had to retrace my steps. I reached out to her and apologized. So after apologizing, that next year when I now wanted to go to Lagos, and I reached out and said, I'll be coming to Lagos. So she said, okay, no while, and I can come and stay at her place. So when I got to Lagos, I didn't have plans of relocating, but that is how I relocated. That's how I relocated to Lagos. I came to Lagos with just one box. And guess what? Guess what? I'm now a house owner, a car owner, and some cute things. Yeah, and I know that God is going to do more for me. I know that this year God is going to do exceedingly and abundantly more, like even bigger than I am imagining right now. So he has already done it. It's already in process. So when I now got to Lagos, I stayed at her place and all of that. So this me and my best friend's story is going to be for another day. Let's just talk about how streaming started holding God. I started praying again because it was prayer that opened the door for this making money in dollar. So if the door is doing as if it's been shut, the only thing that can open it again is not manpower, is God. So I went back to God. I went back on my knees. I started praying. August 2nd was when I saw my breakthrough Kurukuru. I think I made $200 on the live stream at once. I said, God, finally. I cried. I made a video about it. I made a video. August 2024. I cried. I was dancing. Let me see if I'll see the video. I was, oh no. It should be in August. It is 2023. This is August. Yes. This is June. Mm-hmm. Wait though. Yes, August 2nd. Look at it. See where I was crying. I was crying and I was thanking God for. Look at it. I'm grateful, Lord. August 1st. I was so happy. I was excited that God has finally opened the door for me. On the 1st of August, that was when my, very large breakthrough came. It's not like I've not been streaming all those while, but that was when I saw the amount of breakthrough that I needed to see that, okay, God has done this. Let's not skyrocket. So, yeah. So from there, I got an apartment. I moved into a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom terrace duplex. From there, I prayed and God gave me money to buy my own, like to own my own building. In the same estate, like, and I really love this estate. Like, it's so chill and cool and all of that. Like, and my house is so pretty. Like if somebody would have told me 2023 that in a space of 4 months, imagine, first breakthrough came in August, September, October, November, December, 2025. Let's just say 6 months. August is when the breakthrough started, Abby. So let's just say September, October. Around that October was when the money was, now okay for you to be saving. I used that August, September to save up the one I used for rent. Then the one I used to buy a house was around October, November. Let's just say November that I started saving up for it. So November, December, January, February, March, I paid for my house. I entered. I packed into my, like, I did not just buy it. I bought it, furnished it to my taste. Every necessary thing. Like, this God is too grateful. Because if somebody would have told me that I would have done this much, not just that, after furnishing, last year I was able to buy a car too. I know that last year wasn't really that great, but last year I think is after packing into my house that last year March, and I bought a car. These are the two things I achieved last year, 2024. So we're tilling again, and I know that it's our time to, we're tilling throughout last year to this year. So it's my time now to harvest what I've been, sowing. So now a lot of challenges came, so many things, relationship, emotionally, work, career, everything was just falling apart. And I can tell you that right now, I understand why God made everything that way. I was slowly detaching myself from God without realizing. Can you people imagine that throughout 2025, I only wrote prayer requests only once in August, and that was the time that hey, everything has gone upside down. I was losing my mind. In fact, I have almost lost it. That August, that was the only time. In fact, I had already lost it. That was the only time I wrote prayer request. Funny, right? So anyways, that's aside. So when I finished everything I was doing, everything is back to normal now. The other house that I rented, I gave it to somebody. Right now we're still having the court case. The guy has refused to leave. Why? Because I don't know his problem. I told him stay for 6 months and go. My remaining rent, just stay and go now. Oga, go now. Let me give landlord back his house. Landlord has charged us to court. That's the situation I am. And I'm praying to God that this court case that he will pass. In fact, he has already done it. The guy has given back the key in Jesus' name, amen. And the guy has paid any remaining dues, because right now I don't get shishi to pay for anything that will make somebody where I did not stay, where the person I would not have had, where I'm doing good. I beg. So yeah, I'm just hoping that he lives peacefully and pay all any necessary dues. So when I moved into here, that's the story of how I relocated to Lagos. Yeah. So right now I'm working on becoming a better version of myself. Last year a lot happened. Yeah. A lot really happened. I lost so many people. And then now I realize this thing. There is something you people don't know. If you're close to God, I said this before, if you're very close to God, watch your life. When you are close to God, you will notice that things are working very well for you. Things are moving smoothly. But at some point, it will be as if that thing is becoming slow. Abi, don't give up. Keep going. Hold on to God the more. Because if you give up at that point, you'll be mumu. Do you understand me? That's God trying to draw you back to Him. Because I'm not going to lie, my prayer life went down the drain. And this was what I promised God I was not going to do if He helps me. I made so many promises and realized that all those promises, I didn't even keep up to it. And I've asked God for forgiveness. I told God so many things, the covenants with Him that I was going to, but I didn't keep up to my own bargain. But He kept me. This God is so good. So, where did I stop? So, so that's how you know that God is with you. Because He's going to bring you back to Him. And I think that is what happened to me 2025. 2025, I felt I have arrived. I don't buy a house for Lagos. I don't buy a car. Do you understand me? You know if it was past like this now, I did on fresh. I swear to God, how I lost every single dime. Like down to my savings. Till today, I cannot tell the story. From one problem to another. Bust my brain. All the problems were not mine. A story for another day. From one problem to another. From one problem to another. From one thing to another. All the money I had. Zero. Like 1 kobo no go me. Meaning that had it been I didn't get this house and that car, I would have gone back to Abuja to stay with my sister. Because even money to use stay for shared apartment, I no get. I said money to use chop. My friends were not the ones giving me food. When I mean I went slow, I went slow. Like, you know when you've tasted money and you start going, look, hey. I never used to believe that. I remember I started questioning myself. You should say they never do me something. But I told myself, no, this is not who I am. Let me go back to God. Now only Him I get. At the moment, everybody left my side. You know that time money was coming, everybody was very friendly, sweet, everybody wants to be your friend. As the money just finished, every single person left my side. Aside some of my friends. I won't mention all, but Goldita, Bluena, Chidera, Mimi, these 4 people, Chloe included. because me and Chloe just started chilling like recently, got closer recently, and she's an amazing sweet girl. These 5 people, I went back to them. We started talking again. Like that time, so 2025 even ghosted my friends. Not like ghosted, we were talking about hello, hi kind of shit. Because I'm a girlish girl. That time we were supposed to be hanging out and all of that. All of a sudden I retracted myself. I was no longer going out with them. I told the people now. Hi. I went back to them. I cried. I cried. I cried. They kept consoling me. They told me it was going to be alright. I kept praying. Even down to this moment, I am still praying. And I'm telling God that this video I'm making, as I'm going to post it, a few months from now, a few weeks from now, a few months, days from now, I will come back to this video and I will pair it with my testimony. I've used the Roy to brag. I am posting this video as a video using him to brag. So when that time comes, people will see this video and they will see when I've made it, when I've finally become who Roy wants me to become. And it will motivate a whole lot of you that might be going through a lot. People might be going through stress. People might be going through a lot. Let me tell you, devil doesn't challenge somebody that doesn't have a great destiny. What do I mean? If your destiny is not great, you and devil have nothing concern devil. You where your life don't already spoil. What the devil won't collect from you? Nothing. Your life has spoiled now. He needs great destinies. That's what he feeds on. That's what the devil feeds on. Do you understand me? Great destinies, big destinies, that's what the devil feeds on. So we won't let the devil do that. Do you understand me? I tell you, I kid you not. The point I was the point where people commit suicide. But I told myself, my story has not finished. It has not finished. My story, obido. In Igbo, it means it has not even started. I kept praying, I held on to God. I said, no, you bring me out of this. I'm not where I am yet, but I'm saving this video because I will come back to this video and I'll add it to the testimony. I'll go and give my testimony in front of the church. And this video, I'll use it and show earnest obedience that I said I was going to give my testimony. And when I give that testimony, they'll add it to this video. I'll post it on a platform. Yes, God will do it. I know. I believe. He's too faithful to fail. He's too faithful to fail. I've boasted with his name. I have already boasted. And what was the choice? He has no other choice. He has to make a name for himself because I have already boasted. My dear Lord, Roy. Yes, this is my own bribe. This is the way I'm bribing you. Do it fast. Fast, so that, all these people here now will see that you're a great God. This is how I want to use and win my souls. This is how I want to use and win my souls for you, God. As I'm telling them, I'm testifying that you did it for me. And you've already done it. Complete it, perfect it. So that they will see doings and know that, money that God gives you is different from money this time. Person working with God, they will know that anybody that is working with God is working in favor, it's working in blessings, it's working in mercy, it's working in everything possible. So yeah, at the end of this, I will just tell you that it was God. It was God. It was God. It was God. Like no man can come out and say they made me. They made me who I am today. Nobody. All the contents I was posting on my page from the beginning to the end was all my idea. The only few contents that wasn't my idea was my friend's idea. He's not into social media, but he has ideas about social media, but he doesn't want to be into it. All those times I was doing those comedy videos, and their content, after making it, that was the first content I collaborated with Don Jazzy on Instagram. It was that, my friend. That's the only few contents that I know that, okay, maybe like 3 out of everything I've posted on my page, on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. Every other thing is my idea. And you say this God is not faithful. Are you whining yourself? Look at me now, a house owner. Who would have believed that somebody that came into Lagos with just 200K in less than 4 months was able to achieve that lot? I'm grateful, oh, I'm grateful. So to all you young girls out there, all of you that are you're starting a career, you're starting a business, first things first, hold on to God. Second thing, don't give up. It will get off. Me, I will not tell you that it will not get off. Unless you don't want to be on billboards, or unless you don't want to have global visibility, or unless you don't want to be big, like you just want to be a mediocre, you know, you just want to be there. Unless you don't want to be big. But if you have plans of being big, my worry. Don't worry yourself, just keep going. It will get difficult, it will get hard. Keep going. Don't stop. See, one thing I want you to have at the back of your mind, please and please. Anytime you start going and it's as if it's now getting tough, my dear, double the speed, double the energy, double the confidence. That is the devil, because he knows that after that point, after that bridge, you go big, guy. Like you're entering another phase, another season of your life, like a bigger season. There will always be an iron gate that you have to pass through, and the only person that can open the iron gate is God. The only person that can open the iron gate is God. Just like when he released Peter from the prison, they got to the gate opened on its own. God did it. Abi, the only person that can open the iron gate is God. So don't stop. Just go back to him. Not even go back. Hold on to him. Continue with him. Don't even stop. I have made the mistake of stopping. I have seen my life without God, and I've seen it with God. And I can tell you for a fact, with God is better. Way better. A million times better, because the speed can never be compared to human speed. I am telling you. So whenever it gets tough, don't stop. At that point, just tell yourself, ha ha ha, I'm about to have my breakthrough, na devil. Don't give yourself a time limit. If I work this thing for 2 months, if you don't work, and no. Don't give yourself time limit. That was what messed me up too. Me, if I pray for this 3 weeks, if God not answer me, that no. Because God's timing is best. He will show up where you need him the most. Do you understand me? He's preparing you for something big. You don't rush him. He will do it, and he will do it right early. To you, your calendar is not his calendar. God has a different calendar from me. Do you understand me? Your calendar is not his calendar. But when you see that his calendar, your mind go blue. You ask yourself, am I the one? Should I be with this? Hope I am the person. So this is just an introduction video. So if you have any questions, I feel I also want to be making videos and personal videos, motivational stuffs and all of that. So if you have something probably you're going through and you would want to share with me, you can send it to my email. I can make a video on it. If you have something you want me to talk about, because I feel like I'm really good at talking. I'm really good at talking too, so I feel I'll be able to, give you some encouragement at my best, and I'm praying to God to, make me able to do that. And I hope and I pray that a lot of people are going to see this video. Might not be now, but God, please let this get to the right people that need to see it, and let it be a great one for them. Let them be able to stay and watch it completely. It's a new beginning for me, so yeah, that's basically all I have to share with you guys. So I go live Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sunday on YouTube by 7 p.m. Nigerian time. So please do well to always, come and catch me live. If you have questions, feel free to ask me. If you want to know anything about my live, social media, whatever it is, streaming, blah, 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 let me know. Trading too. I would look for a way to, inculcate trading to our streamings and everything. I have plans of being able to, go live and give people signals, and people are able to make profits from those signals. So yeah, that's just it. So please, 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 make sure that whenever you come across this video, please do well to like, subscribe, share, and yeah, thank you so much for watching me to this point. That is, if you ever got to this point. And if you got to this point, may God genuinely bless you for staying back, even though I don't know what kept you to keep, watching me this video. I don't know what kept you going to keep on looking and listening to the video. But I'm really grateful for the few people. In fact, let me not say few, let me be positive, for the massive people that are going to watch these videos, for the thousands of people that are going to watch these videos. And I plead with you that you should please share this video. Share it to people, that also want to be motivated. Subscribe, like it, and do whatever you can do to make sure that I'm able to start getting enough views on my YouTube. The story I told today, I told it on 0 views. Majority, my highest views today is 3, but God is good all the time. God is good all the time. So this is the song I'm going to sing, because yes, I know that, yeah, I'm going to be big. I'm going to be that strong. I'm going to be who God wants me to be from now henceforth. So this is the song. Here's my victory dance to Jehovah. He has never lost a battle. From age to age, Pantocrator. Now you the fight, now me the win. No. This is an appreciation video to a royal as well for guiding me all through, even as a stubborn daughter that I am. It still put me all through, and I always told him that I was going to testify and use my platforms for my testimonies whenever the time comes. Yeah. So it's finally here. Something I should have been doing a long time ago. I should have, no, when you're alone, you tend to become a better version of yourself. Now I'm realizing what people mean when they say that. So I've been talking for like over an hour. That's amazing. That I'm really, really doing good with this talking thing. I was like, after telling this story like this now, what am I going to keep saying? And for 1 hour straight, I've been talking. We have just 2 more minutes. Yeah, but she said we're going to be using Sangote though. So we have just 2 more minutes and I'll end the live stream. So I'll be ending the live stream here. Please do well to join me on live next tomorrow. You can set an alarm safe. Join me on live next tomorrow. That is by 10, by 7 p.m. Nigerian time. 7 p.m. Nigerian time, I'll be live again here. But tomorrow, if you're on TikTok or you have a TikTok account, do well to join my live stream on TikTok by 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. Nigerian time. Okay, also do well to follow me on all my social media platforms. Blackgirlgemma, 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 Blackgirlgemma. On Facebook, I have over 100 and something K followers. On Instagram, I have 80 something K followers. Here on YouTube, I have 197K followers. On TikTok, I have 1.2 million followers. Yeah, on Twitch, I have 0 followers. So let's work on that, guys. Please go on, subscribe to my Twitch channel as well, Blackgirlgemma, so that we can also be showing up there, because you guys would love me there. Trust me, you're going to love me there as well. And I pray that God brings the loveliest family to me from now henceforward, people that would love me for who I am and all of that. Thanks for watching my live stream so far. If you got to this point, may God genuinely bless you. May God enlarge your coast. May God do for you what no man can do for yourself. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching us. I'll catch you guys some other time. I love you all so much. Thank you. Bye.